This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Broncos of Houston. And we are underway from Houston. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Set, ready. Check, series. Hut, hut.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Young going to move him around. Here's Young on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Young off the play fake. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Panthers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 33 yards. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So you look at this situation and the relocation. It's worked other places. You've got the 2 teams in L.A. Until recently, we had 2 out in the Bay Area. Of course, the 2 New York teams. Now 2 teams calling Houston home. And we know that they do things big here in Texas, and if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to support a second team. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They run it with P. Ryan on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And the tight end goes in motion left. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's Wilson. Setting up the screen to P. Ryan. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Third down and 1. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Rosas on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. It's Young off play action.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuebu now.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
He was brought down by Tamari Mathis. 4 yards on the pickup.
Young here, you can see changing the play.
42-yard line.
Young looking to throw on 2nd down.
That's complete. It's Okuebu now.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Now Young. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Broncos 3.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. On the option to give to Williams here. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Come on, set.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set.
Running right, here's Sanders.
A tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Young's pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, hey. Push left, push left. Push left, push left. Go, 14. Zebra. Check.
Wilson.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Panthers.
K.J. Hamler.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Broncos 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
That's another Broncos first down.
14,
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
12.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Following the interception, Young escaping the pressure right. That's complete to John Ross. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. It's Young on first down.
Finding Sanders on the crossing route. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Young, he's going to change it up.
Now Young on first and 10.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Ready. Trouble, 38. Ready.
Final play of the half, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Albert O, as time expires in the first half.
And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Joshua Williams with a pick.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. John Ross, 28 yards.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Panthers 35, Broncos 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On second down, Wilson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Back to throw. Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And now here is another interception.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense.
Touchdown! Miles Sanders from 10 yards out.
And the Panthers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Panthers 42, Broncos 3.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Gun. Tempo.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Broncos first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Check. Bang out. Bam.
Now it's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Broncos. Tim Patrick, 29 yards. And the Broncos are able to claw one back. Now, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Off play action. Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will back now here on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Wilson to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. That is caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. To throw is Wilson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Throwing is Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
14, buddy. Touch 50, touch 50. Start.
From the gun, it's Wilson. The throw here, right sideline, falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Spot that.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Young looks to throw on first down. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. So the false start will back them up 5. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Wilson. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. 2nd and 14. That's caught left side by Judy.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They go play action with Wilson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, CD, always a little extra.